Hisuian Decidueye was one of the starter Pokemon available in Pokemon Legends Arceus. When Pokemon Home compatibility releases for Gen 9, this Pokemon will be available to use in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This one is a bit of a fan favorite, and one of the more creative regional variants I've seen. But will it be any good in the competitive singles environment? Let's take a look. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more informative content about competitive Pokemon. Hisuian Decidueye's stats look pretty average. It has a solid attack stat and decent HP and defenses, but very low speed. However, this Pokemon has a very good offensive ability, Scrappy. This ability allows normal and fighting type attacks to be able to hit ghost types, who are usually immune to these types. Fighting becomes an even better offensive type than it already is with the ability to hit ghosts. Ghost types are everywhere, and will continue to be extremely common after home compatibility releases. Gholdengo is one of the most common new Pokemon, and with access to Scrappy, Hisuian Decidueye is able to hit Gholdengo super effectively with fighting type attacks. This is significant. Hisuian Decidueye's signature move, Triple Arrows, is a 90 power physical fighting type attack with 3 secondary effects in one. It has an increased critical hit chance, a 50% chance to lower the enemy's defense by 1 stage, and a 30% chance to flinch, all in one. Having all of these effects in one move will make this move great against passive defensive Pokemon. You won't be able to outlast or outheal a Hisuian Decidueye using triple arrows repeatedly, with these 3 possible secondary effects that can break through or disrupt you. Locking into this move on a choice band set is much safer when you can't be punished by ghost types and their usual fighting immunity. Defensive Pokemon like Corviknight, Dondozo, and Garganacl will be very threatened by this move. The fact that this move doesn't make physical contact is also noteworthy, shielding you from Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin residual damage, as well as effects like Flame Body. Scrappy makes you immune to Intimidate as well, meaning an incoming Landorus Therian will still take decent damage, with a good chance that it'll receive a defense drop or critical hit. Grass typing has proven to be quite useful offensively in Gen 9, with Water continuing to dominate competitive as it always does. The new Pokemon Dondozo and the old staple Rotom-Wash have been very common, and Water is the most popular type for Terastallization, the new mechanic, giving even more merit to Grass Stab. The current meta is a lot more limited than it will be when home compatibility releases, so it's hard to say if Grass Stab will be as valuable then as it is now. But if it is, this Pokemon might end up being a good fit in the meta, despite lower than average stats. Another important option to highlight is U-Turn. This pivoting move is one of the best options in competitive singles. It will enhance your flexibility, let you respond to potential switch-ins, and keep momentum up. Hisuian Decidueye also gets access to Knockoff, one of the best moves in the game that has become more scarce in Gen 9 with so many moveset alterations. A good point of comparison for Hisuian Decidueye is the new Pokemon Flamigo. This is another new Pokemon with Scrappy, and pretty similar stats. Its attack is about the same, and it has worse defenses but higher speed. It also has access to U-Turn just like Hisuian Decidueye. This Pokemon, despite its ability to hit Gholdengo super effectively, is not really OU viable. It's frail and therefore hard to get on the field, and pretty easy to respond to once it is, with the tools available in OU. Hisuian Decidueye may have an excellent signature move, and a potentially better offensive typing, but I fear that it will meet a similar fate. I really like the design of this Pokemon. It's flavorful and unique, especially the signature move, which is unlike anything we've seen before. But I don't believe this Pokemon will be able to keep up with OU. Another Pokemon that it's competing with is Breloom, who has much higher attack and damage output with Technician, as well as Spore, which is one of the best moves in the game. I think Hisuian Decidueye will end up in UU, but I could be wrong. What do you think of this Pokemon? Will it surpass our expectations, or will it be outclassed? What Hisuian Pokemon are you looking forward to using the most in OU, and what would you like me to talk about next? Let me know down below in the comments, and thank you for watching. Thank you to the patrons. If you'd like to send me a team to look at in a video, or request a video topic for me to cover, take a look at my Patreon link in the description for more information. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more informative content about competitive Pokemon.
The money got different, cause of what I'm spending. The money got different,
oh, it's
cause of what
Megaphone!
I'm spending.
Whoa,
The money
KO'd
got
by
different,
one hit! It
cause
scattered
of what I'm
spikes!
spending. The money got different.